Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so currently on Global, we are awaiting any kind of news or update as to what is happening next for us in our schedule. We know that Toppo is going to be coming out very soon. With everything that we've seen, with the dates of like banners leaving and all that kind of stuff, sales, in-game stuff, we know that he is going to be dropping before the worldwide celebration begins. We just don't know as of right now exactly when that would be. So a lot of us were expecting to see a news update in game today. Because of course they put these things into the news usually 48 hours before the character comes out. So if we had a thing in the news for today, that thing where it says, you know, like a new Dokkan event is coming, because Toppo doesn't have a Dokkan event yet, so it's not like the UI where it was a new stage of an event is coming, because they just add a stage to the existing UI event. Toppo doesn't have one, so we will get a thing in the news that says a new Dokkan event is coming. We have not received that today, so we could potentially see that as a confirmation that he is not going to be releasing on Monday the 12th, which was what most of us had imagined. However, there is something that could still indicate that that could still be the case, which we will go over here in just a moment. But we did get one bit of news in the one bit of an update in the news this morning, which is the next part of the quest area is coming to Global. So part 1 of area 35, we currently have up to area 34 stage 8. We will be getting stages 1 to 4 of area 35. I think we're still not up to the point where we get to where you can farm the free-to-play Bardock, but another couple of stages. I mean, all this really is a couple of extra stones. Each story mode thing has like 3 difficulties, so 16 stones by clearing through these nice and quick. I don't believe that any of these become the new best link level stage, so these will just be ones that you play through once just to get them cleared, and then obviously you will be all good from there. Probably don't ever need to use them again. But that's the only thing we saw in the news today. Now, the only thing that does lead me to believe that I can't say with like 100% certainty, right, that this now means that Toppo isn't going to come out on Monday, is how they handled the release of the UI Goku stuff, because this appeared in the news, as you can see, on the 4th. With the whole new stage of a Dokkan event is coming soon, and then Goku's banner came out on the 5th. So when this appeared in the news on the Sunday, I took this to mean that, okay, well, he's definitely not going to come out now until Tuesday at least, because 48 hours when this appears in the news, and then he came out on Monday anyway. So that does mean that there is the slim possibility that Toppo's thing appears in the news tomorrow, which is Sunday morning for me. Obviously, I always talk about things in UK time. If you're in the Pacific US, it'll be late in the evening of the day before for you. But you guys know the normal time for you that news comes out, right? News comes out for me at 7:30 in the morning. So if you're in Pacific US, it's like 11:30 p.m. of the night before. And if you're Eastern, it's like very early in the morning of the same day. Now, the only thing that would, in this instance, lead me to believe that they're not doing the same thing that they did with UI Goku, right, where this appears in the news for Toppo and then the banner comes out the day before, is that the day before this, they actually did the tweets on the global Twitter with all of the details for Tech UI Goku, and they showed Dispo, because we had the whole funny global intern fail again where they posted the Dispo details in French. So that when that tweet went up, a bunch of us were like, oh, okay, this means he comes out on Monday. But then there was no in-game news, and then this appeared in-game the day after, so that kind of made a little bit of confusion. However, there has been no tweet of the details for Toppo for today. So if that would have made the situation the same as the UI Goku, right? If they tweeted out his details on Twitter today, but the news thing hadn't appeared, and then it appears tomorrow, that would probably be leaving him in just the same position as UI Goku. But as we have not seen anything either on Twitter or in-game, we are now still patiently waiting for any kind of an update. If we see this in the news tomorrow, I imagine we'll see the news thing and the tweets go up at the same time, which is what they usually do. This UI Goku one was handled slightly differently, which I think is why it was confusing for a lot of people, myself included. So I think we will probably see the update for Topo in the news tomorrow morning. We'll see all the stuff on Twitter. Obviously, I will let you guys know, keep you guys posted when we do get that information. But the thing when it comes to Topo is, if we look at the dates, today is the 10th, Saturday the 10th of August. And so we look back to last year. If we change over to the wiki here, we look back to last year. After the anniversary had finished, the next Dokkan Fest for Global, which was Kale, released on the 11th of August. So the 11th of August is tomorrow, but tomorrow is a Sunday. It's very, very rare. I think it's probably happened before, but it's very rare that banners come out on a Sunday morning, UK time. So I would imagine that this is a little bit more of a, I don't want to say confirmation, but more speculation, I guess, that the Topo will be coming out on Monday, because Monday is the 12th, which basically means about the same time as when Kale dropped. However, with the no updates in the news, I think we could still be looking at Tuesday the 13th. So we are in that time period where the next Dokkan Fest would drop on Global. Goku is an anomaly because, of course, Goku is the, as in Tech UI Goku, of course. Tech UI Goku is the Tanabata LR for JP, right, for the Tanabata celebration. And that usually doesn't come out on Global until November. So him coming out this early, like right at the end while the anniversary is technically still going on, is just something that they've done, of course, to facilitate the sync, where they're bringing out some of this content a little bit early. Now, we don't know for sure, but we assume that that means that the schedule, the way it was before, or the way it would have been any other year without the sync, is kind of still the same, and these other bits and pieces are just being slotted in between. So with the release date of Kale, this is one of the things we can see that indicates that the next Dokkan Festival Global should be coming out within the next couple of days. So with no update in the news today, no tweets, I would expect to see those tomorrow, which means I would expect Topo to be dropping on Tuesday the 13th. Banners drop on a Tuesday fairly regularly, but of course, you know, with celebrations, bigger celebrations, things can be different. Topo is what we would call a filler Dokkan Fest, even though he is a good unit, but I guess anything between these like big massive celebrations normally just gets referred to as a filler Dokkan Fest. Doesn't mean the unit is bad. Topo is good, his team is fun, but yeah, he should be coming out, I would say, Tuesday the 13th. If we get no news updates tomorrow, then obviously that leaves that up in the air still. But Topo is going to be an interesting unit. I'll do a video going into more detail about his banner and everything. I always do summon or skip videos when it comes to these new units coming out. It's a very tough time on Global at the moment, because obviously there are so many different things coming out in such a short space of time. So it's going to be tricky to summon for all of these things unless you are a whale. So Topo is unfortunately one of those units. I know a lot of people were excited to summon for Tech UI Goku. Topo is one of those characters that I think is probably going to end up being skipped by quite a lot of people, because remember that the worldwide celebration will begin around about the 25th, which again, if we go back to looking at the dates here, this next week starting Monday the 12th, 2 weeks after that is Monday the 26th, which again, with the way these dates line up, the 25th would be a Sunday, so we would be expecting Monday the 26th is around when the worldwide celebration is going to start. So if Topo does drop on Tuesday, it's less than 2 weeks after his release until we then get the worldwide download celebration. So a little bit unfortunate for Topo, because he is a fun unit. I will do a video going into more detail about him. Obviously you can read his details here, these are the pre-transformation ones, but we'll do a more detailed video about him and his kit and team building and all that kind of stuff closer to the time. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because with Topo dropping and then the fact that the worldwide celebration comes out 2 weeks after that, if we look at the timeline for JP, Topo came out with his banner unit around the time of like April Fool's Day. So all of this stuff is stuff that happened on Global already. We've already got the Ink Gotenks EZA. We've already got the updated Namek Saga Story event. So we do get the sub EZAs with Topo. So AGL Gotenks, Int Topo and Pride Troopers, Physical Ribrienne, and then Physical Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. We know we're getting a quest update as part of the global thing anyway. And then, of course, we had like the Freezer event, Ginyu, all this stuff, which all of this is on Global already. So the only things here from Topo's celebration that Global doesn't have is Topo and his banner unit, the Catapesla, and his Dokkan event, and then the sub EZAs, which These are literal sub-EZAs. They require medals from other EZAs, so it's not even an Extreme Z battle. You can pre-farm these already. I think I've already done it from when these guys got announced on JP. I might make a video closer to the time to let you guys know which ones you need if you want to see that. If you want to get these pre-farmed, if you've got nothing else to do in the game currently. But yeah, that's like all there is left for Topo's Celebration. And Topo's Celebration, if in theory, based on the dates, as we were saying, from last year's Dokkan Fest release to worldwide, is 2 weeks. So it's entirely possible, unless they shuffle some other content, like stuff from, I don't know if there is anything else from the Tanabata that isn't already out, apart from the Part 2 LR Jiren, which we talked about on the podcast last night. Minato doesn't think Jiren will drop before the worldwide celebration. I mean, ideally for global players, we don't really want to go from 1 week Tech UI into next week the Jiren, the Topo, and then the week after that Jiren, and then the week after that the worldwide download celebration. Now that would be crazy, but that means that we potentially have a 2-week period between Topo coming out and the worldwide celebration where there just isn't any content. Now, obviously, they've already started releasing the Universe Survival Saga Supreme Magnificent Battle stages, so maybe we could get some more of those as part of Topo's Celebration. It fits the theme, obviously, because he is a Universe Survival Saga character. But obviously, more banners is not what we want, but content is definitely something we would like to see to fill that gap. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Well, like I say, with nothing in the news today and nothing on Twitter, I don't think we'll be seeing Topo coming out on Monday. I'm expecting to see the news update in game and the tweets tomorrow morning, which will mean that Topo will be dropping on Tuesday. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you excited for Topo? Would you be summoning for him, or are you skipping him to save for the worldwide? Let me know everything you're thinking about Topo down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.